and welcome back to episode 2 of the Minecraft Achievement Let's Play. Today, I'm going to be fixing the pumpkin farm on top of that hill right there. So let's get right to it. So, first thing that I'm going to need to do is gather more pumpkin seeds, because not only am I going to be fixing what I've got, I'm going to be expanding it, building it sky high till it touches the clouds. So to do that, I'm going to need the seeds, I'm going to need redstone, I'm going to need quartz. It's going to be quite the investment, but it'll be worth it. I want to thank everybody who watched the last video. I really do appreciate it, and I look forward to making videos in the future. Anyway, so let's continue on here. So I already have a bunch of redstone on me. I do just want to pick up the quartz that I've already got, just to be sure that I don't lose them, don't forget where they are, etc., etc. Anyway, so let's see exactly what we need here to fix. So first off, I need to replace this dirt layer with something a little more appealing. I also need to fix the plots that are dead at the moment. So I think that's going to be step one, is fixing those plots. So luckily over here at the quarry, we already have a crafting table. Unfortunately, I don't have the greatest of materials on me to be doing this at the moment, but it'll work. So let's just grab the stone hoe here, and we will repave what has already been paved. So there we go. I will go into how this farm works after the layer has been fixed. So let's start by fixing this layer here. I should really go back and get a shovel, but that will take just as long as taking this out by hand. So we'll just do it the regular way. So like I said today, building a sky high and seeing how far that gets. So now, let's just build this up. So recently, I believe it was last Saturday, Mojang revealed that the next update is the cave update. Now I am very excited about this, but I want to know what you guys think. So in the comments, please put whether or not you are excited for the next update, being the cave update. So let's continue on here. So here on this layer, we will begin the next level of the pumpkin farm. So to do this, first what you're going to want is a whole row of dirt to plant and harvest your pumpkins from. Then, well, you don't need to do this yet, but the next step is to kind of encase it, so that way the pumpkins, when they're harvested, as they are on the layer below this one, hit the wall and go into the water, as opposed to just sitting on the edges of blocks in front or behind them. So for example, if this wall wasn't here, the pumpkins, when they are harvested by the pistons, would shoot over onto either this wall or the floor over here, and we don't really want that. So that's why we do that. And the pistons just went off because this one grew right here. So that is why observers are used in this build. Now, what observers do is, way back in the early-ish days of Minecraft, there were these things called bud switches, which are block update detector switches. These were kind of exploity at the time, like they were an official thing. You could use them. They were a mechanic of the game, but there was no block in the game that would do that for you. You had to use kind of exploited ways of getting to that. Now, with the observers, well, not now, observers are decently old in the game at this point, but either way, with observers, you can now essentially have block update detector switches in one block. So that is what the observer does. So the benefit is with the observer, right, you get to see when any block updates. That, again, that's the whole point of the block update detector. So with the stems of the pumpkins here, right, as it grows, it'll be detected by the observer, which will shoot out a redstone signal behind, triggering whatever is connected to it. In this case, the piston. This goes all the way along this row here, right? Now, once it's fully grown, you might be saying, well, it won't detect anymore, will it? Yes, it will, because it'll detect when it leans over after a pumpkin grows, which will trigger the pistons to shoot out, destroying, well, not destroying the pumpkin, but turning it into a pickup block and sending it down through the hoppers into the chests over here. So that is the design for the auto pumpkin farm. Now, to actually go about building it, I'm going to get a little fancy here. I'm going to use these stone bricks. We're getting fancy up in here. I'm designing this so that it is the exact same dimensions as the layer below it, just so that way I can reuse the hoppers and not have to build more, not have to alter the design in any way. It'll be great. So let's put in the water. Now the water is twofold. A, it's a transportation system for the pumpkins to go down into the hoppers below, but also it acts as the fertilizer for the pumpkins, or the pumpkin seeds, plants, I should say. So that is, so again, the water is twofold. You could just put a minecart with hoppers here, right? And that will accomplish the same collection goal, but the fertilizer really does help these things to grow. So now all of these seeds are planted. So now to put the observers down. So you're going to want to do this crouching down, facing the pumpkin plant here. Place the face so it's looking at the seeds here. That's why it has the face. It's looking, it's observing the plant. And this is the redstone signal back here. So you want to place the redstone output there, and then you want to connect it to whatever is going to be coming out here, in this case the pistons, right? Now this is a bit of the tricky part, and I do need to go and get some more cobblestone to build this, because down below there is a mechanism which links each observer to its own pistons respectively. That increases the efficiency of the farm. You could do it, and the way this was originally built, this was the case. You could build it where when one piston triggers, they all trigger. Or rather, when one observer sees things, they all see things. But that is very inefficient. It will not decrease the amount of pumpkins you get, but the rate at which you get them will be slower. It's not what you want to do. So now let's just go get some more cobblestone to continue the construction, get the materials, get the pistons, get the observers, get everything we need. So let's just grab a whole bunch of cobble, whole bunch of it. I don't know why I went around the circle there, but so you can see here we have a bunch of observers. I already have one in the inventory, one's already placed down. I believe there are 6 total, so 4 remain. There we go. Now just need a bunch of pistons. Yeah, I just need a bunch of iron for that. Or I think I'm also going to need a little bit more wood, so let's just grab that. let's just grab a whole bunch of iron, so don't need to go back down here. So I'm going to need 2 times the amount of observers. So there's 6 observers, so that means 12 pistons. Minus 1, so 11. Hardcore maths on this channel. So now that we have the materials, let's get back there and do the stuff. Actually, I do need a little bit more redstone for this. I believe I also am going to need some observers for this. Let's just do a little bit of inventory management very quickly. So I'm going to need some torches for this. Where did I put the stone? In here. Here it is. So I'm going to need. Sorry, 1 second. Redstone torches. I don't know why I looked it up, but we'll do it live. So, I'm going to need some sticks. Whoops. There we go. Now we're going to need some redstone torches here. We're going to need a bunch of them. So, going to need a little bit more than that. So, you know what? We'll build them over by the construction site. So, anyway, heading back to the pumpkin farm. By the way, while we pass the to-do list, if you guys have any suggestions as to anything I should build on here, just let me know. The achievements in the Let's Play will begin once the compound is in decent enough shape to where it can provide resources to get those achievements relatively quickly. So, anyway, on with the construction. So, let's place all of these observers facing all of these plants. Perfect. And now all the pistons facing out to where the pumpkins can grow. There we go. Now it is to this. Now this is where we're going to need the repeaters. So the way that this is designed is that each observer will connect to its own piston system. So each of these empty spaces is going to need a repeater. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 repeaters. I think I have enough. Well, I know I have enough materials to do that. So let's do that. So there we go. So there's 3. We're going to need some torches. Some more torches, I should say. Going to need some sticks as well. The inventory is a bit of a mess, but we'll work on that. I do need a little bit more stone, so very inefficient movement here, but you know, we'll make it work. This video might need to be divided into 2 parts because of the limit to below 15-minute videos at the moment on the channel. So depending on how that goes, again, like I said, it might need to be divided into 2 parts, but you know, it's fine. So let's build the 2 repeaters we need. Let's go back and let's finish the farm. Also level tip, if you sprint upstairs and you jump at the same time, yes, it consumes more hunger, but you go much faster upstairs. So with that, the farm is done. I will finish the construction of it off camera, and I will be back to show you the finished result. So anyway, that's all the redstone needed for it anyway. So thank you for watching.